Hello, I am Test Drive and welcome to a brand new Let's Play, this time on Project Gotham Racing 3. Figured since I finished Project Gotham Racing 2, I would do this one, even though I did a little poll for it on Twitter between this game and a few others, and this game was the winner. So, welcome to PGR 3 Test Drive. Your profile has been created and you're ready to race. Press A to continue. So, we have Gotham Career, Playtime, which is building custom tracks, which I think, if I remember right, the route creator is like you have the maps in the game, of course. You have cities, just like PGR 2 and 4, but you can basically make your own route through the cities. Obviously, you can't make your own roads, but you can just make it go whichever way through the city you like, which is pretty cool. You can see your achievements. And there's more, which is options, content packages, which I don't have any because I never got them, and then they were taken off of Xbox Live, which was saddening because there was like a Cadillac STSV, a CTSV, I think an XLRV, and maybe some other cars as well. But those were the ones that stood out to me. So you have options, obviously. That is not the correct thing. Customize PGR. Ooh, we have surround sound, headphone mode, output mode, hi-fi. And we're going to actually turn music volume down so I don't get any copyright claims. Even though it still has the menu music, apparently. Speaker setup. Oh. You can actually literally set exactly where your speakers are. That's incredible. Okay. And I actually do have a 5.1 speaker setup, but obviously I'm not playing this with loud audio, so there's our control options. Steering, handbrake, gear up is B. Oh, okay, that's easy. Alright. General, the game options, speedometer, names above cars, split screen. I'm going to turn name above cars on. And we're going to switch this to manual because obviously, wait, did that save? No. I do have to actually hit A. That's why the sound didn't change. Because I didn't hit A. That's why menu music was still playing. Alright. What else is in here? I already went through everything. Heads-up display. Don't need to worry about network. Obviously don't need to worry about. And the credits, which will play at the very end of this Let's Play. So, I'd say we're pretty much good. So there's no actual arcade mode in this game either, as far as I can tell. You have like Gotham TV, which is like watching replays and seeing photos from other people pretty much. And that's about that. So we'll start off with the Gotham Career. And there's an online career mode, which obviously can't do. I don't even think it's available anymore. I can view my cars, but we'll go ahead and start with the solo career. And we will select our first Gotham Career Championship. Each championship features a series of themed events. As you complete championships and earn trophies, more prestigious championships will become available. So, this works kind of similarly to PGR 4 rather than 2, because you have like all these things with basically like, 3 races or 2 races or 4 races or whatever. And you basically just run through these, and once you complete all these, you've completed the career mode. So, we'll start out with the first one here, which is we're starting with a street race. I do have to buy a car. Cool thing about this game, also keep in mind that this game came out like a year after PGR 2. So, all this stuff is pretty cool that we're going to see for the first time in this game after only really 1 year of development. So, we can tour the showroom and choose our first ride. Luckily, there's an easy thing that says cars I can afford, and you can also choose like the credit area of your car. You can also sort by manufacturers as well as car class, which I think Class A is the highest class, if I remember right. So we have options of cars to buy here, which are starting out with the most expensive cars at 85,000 credits. Also, there's credits in this game instead of kudos tokens. Kudos are still in the game, of course, because it is a Project Gotham Racing game, but you don't actually really... What do you use the kudos for? I don't actually remember in this game. It's been a couple years since I last played through this game. I've already played through it once from start to finish, so That's crazy that the Ultima GTR is I can buy. Yes. Old XKR, Nissan Skyline. It's a concept car I have to earn by doing 10,000 more. Oh yeah, kudos unlock things in this game. So I have to earn 10,000 kudos in career mode, 50,000 credits kudos in career mode, yada yada yada. This was my starting car in the last time I played this game. I'm kind of intrigued by the GT500, considering this game came out in 2005 and that car came out in 2007. Interesting. Have the Ariel Atom 300 supercharged and a pretty basic Corvette C6. I think I want to make this interesting. This car is going to suck. Do I want a car that's going to suck? It's a good question. A lot of the cars are returning from Project Gotham Racing 2 as well, as you can probably tell. This is, interesting. Interesting to say the least. I think I'm going to go with the Jaguar, just because it's kind of interesting to see. We have a bunch of colors to pick from. And we get to buy the car in one color. It's actually a version of this car that's ours instead of being just unlocking the car like PGR2. Kind of want beige. Now, here comes the cool part. So on the garage screen here, place my car in an empty parking spot. So I have a little thing in my car here. And basically by hitting the D-pad, I can select which parking spot I would like to put it in. And I like how I can hit either A or X for this. Doesn't really matter. And that will be that. Now I have 3,005 credits. So you can see we can walk around the garage, which of course is just a first person mode like the garage exploration in PGR2. You can choose to use this car, can buy a new car, can sell a car, test drive a car on the Nürburgring F1 circuit. Unlike PGR2, there's not a specific fantasy track made for test driving. You can see the car stats. Did you actually see how much it's driven? I actually didn't realize that. And also when I bought it, what the license plate says. Huh. Interesting. Car. Alright. How do I change the license plate? That's what I want to know. And we can move the cars around and also enter a photo mode, which is pretty cool, which will also very, very much help out with thumbnails for the series. So we're going to use this car. And we, of course, have different levels of difficulty here that we can choose. I'm probably just going to go through the entire thing on medium because that's just kind of what I do. So, and we have ghost options, which obviously doesn't really matter because I'm not connected to the internet. So we'll start with medium. We get 10,500 credits for winning this race. So on and so forth. And you can get kudos for doing a 360-degree donut. I like how it also says it in like 6 different languages. Even though 4 of them are the same. So that's pretty cool. This game also has kind of long loading screens apparently. Here we go on our first race. You can already tell that the graphics are much, much better on this game compared to Project Gotham Racing 2's on the original Xbox. And one thing that was added, if I can figure out, there we go. You can do interior view for the first time, which is really neat. Which is something that Forza didn't add until 4 years after this. And Gran Turismo didn't add until 5 years after this. So, it's pretty cool. Of course, Need for Speed games. I mean, okay, there's a lot of technicalities with the interior views of cars in video games because Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit in 1998, I think, had it. So did High Stakes and also Porsche Unleashed. I think actually Need for Speed 1 had it. But, of course, those were just 2D things. But it was still an interior view of sorts. So, but that's kind of cool because you can also look around it. The only other comparable game that I can compare this to, that I can think of, is Test Drive Unlimited. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow, I'm really cruising. Oh, damn it. I need to also... I'm pressing the wrong button. How do I play this game? I've played nothing but Minecraft for the last 2 days. There's also a pretty interesting car list, as you can probably imagine, being that it's a Project Gotham Racing game. And yeah, well, other than that, we'll just kind of cruise through, and I'll explain more things as we come to them. But this game actually looks fantastic for being a launch game. Literally a launch title for the Xbox 360. Came out in November of 2005, as I mentioned, which was, I think, less than a year after Project Gotham Racing 2. I'm pretty sure PGR 2 released in December of no, it's 03. I don't know, 4? What am I thinking? Never mind, it was 2 years later. I lied. I can't wait until people comment like, oh, this game is PGR 2 released in 2003. Blah, blah, blah. I realized that I messed up. Thank you for future people letting me know. Hello, Bentley. I also find it interesting that a lot of the cars were just basically transferred over from PGR 2 to this game. Other than the fact, of course, that they're slightly better looking, even though this car looks very oddly proportioned, to say the least. I don't know if this is some, like, weird version of the XKR. This isn't XKR, right? I think so. Ow, you bitch. I lost my rear license plate. Where'd it go? I also lost my front one, too. Damage is also a minor thing in this game, similar to every other Project Gotham Racing game. Nothing big ever comes out of it, of course. You don't have performance degradation or anything actually falling off of your car, except for license plates, apparently. It's nice, though. You bitch! Stop it! Oh, you actual cunt. Excuse me. That's really cool. I'm going to restart. And you're going to watch all that because I talked about too many things. That's incredibly disappointing. I'm pretty sure I wasn't actually physically touching that car as well. That's the annoying part about this. Like I showed the pause menu there for a second for whatever reason. There's also a Wiseman over there. That's interesting. An R34. I'm very upset that I had to get spun out at the end of the last lap on that. And the first race in the game, too. On medium difficulty. I hate my life. Whatever. It's behind me now. It's all in the past. We're just gonna, you know, we're just gonna cruise through this and we're gonna be happy. Also, forewarning, this game is going to be fairly short. Not really parts-wise. It's actually, I mean, if I do it the exact same way as I did it the last time, which will probably end up happening, it'll take 23 episodes, I think. Not including the intro and the credits, of course. But none of the events. Oh, you bitch! They keep trying to spin me out. They don't really know that I exist, apparently. I also want more kudos, please. I need those to buy things. Ow, fucking damn it! Go, car! I think I'm used to playing Gran Turismo 4. I think that was the last, like, well, Gran Turismo 4. And also Need for Speed, Most Wanted, and Carbon. And I think that's why I'm getting my controls mixed up. I was saying something, but I completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, the length of the game. Yeah, it's the championships. I think the longest one's like not even 20 minutes. And there's 23 of them, if I remember exactly correctly. So the game's not going to be very long, which is okay by me. Because I like playing games to play games. I don't... Again, as I've mentioned in many past videos, I'm not the kind of person to go either A, completionist on a game unless I really, really like it, or B, try it at the hardest difficulty. Unless, of course, like I said, I really like it or something. That's the only way you're going to see me play a game on hard difficulty. Because for Let's Plays, it's incredibly annoying to try and do everything at the hardest difficulty. Because, like, I'm just here to play video games. And I want to, you know, cut out the pieces that I want to cut out, which is mainly, like, loading screens and stuff. or just stuff that, you know, I don't want to have to cut out failed race attempts, basically. I am lazy, that is true, but I feel like the video also, it's just smoother if there's no cuts in it from me being like, hey, I'm upset, and I lost this race 45 times. So, yeah. Which is why it amazes me that I had the patience to play through every Midnight Club game. Sure, I didn't exactly 100% LA or LA Remix, or the other Midnight Club games that have arcade mode that have interesting stuff to like unlock and stuff. But, doesn't matter. So there we go, we finished our first race. I think this is London, isn't it? There's a lot of city tracks in this game, of course, because there's a lot of city tracks in every PGR game. But, we passed. Cool. Got 11,000 credits. 14,000 credits, actually. Because apparently, I guess the silver medal gets me 3,000 credits extra. I don't know. That's Xbox Live. We can watch a replay. Or we can continue on to the other race of this event. Hooray! I've earned some badges. My first win. First medal. Ooh. Oh, and I guess that's it. I got a medal for getting a medal. Also, I'm ranked 10, whatever that means. Cool. And we'll do the other race, which is just another street race. And I guess I'll end up using this car because I have no other cars I can really purchase at the moment. That's going to be a problem with this game as well, is that I'm going to not be able to buy cars very often because cars are very expensive and you don't get a whole lot of credits. You do get quite a bit compared to, say, something like early game Forza or Gran Turismo or something, but when the cars are like 50, 60,000 credits at least, and I'm getting 10,000 for 2 races, can't really buy another car. You don't exactly win cars in this game, as far as I remember. Looks like we're going backwards on the same track as we were just on. Ooh, there's a, oh, that's a Esprit. I kind of wanted to go with the Esprit to start this, but oh well. I picked a car that I haven't driven in real life. AKA the XKR. I don't think... Yeah, the newest Jaguar I think I drove when I was working at the car dealership was in 96 or 94 maybe, XJS V12, which is a cool car, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind driving one of these. I just changed the fucking camera view. That is not the look back button, it turns out. Is that a Countach? That is a Countach. This brake light doesn't work. Excuse me. I feel like this would actually be a solid race between a late Countach and this era of XKR. I feel like that would actually be a pretty close race. I'd be interested to see it. Because on one hand, the Countach is running on like 20-year-old like not body, but like chassis, and sure the engine's upgraded a little bit from 1974 or whatever was the first year of the Countach, but I don't know. I feel like it still doesn't make that much power, and I'm pretty sure this car makes a decent amount of power. Ow. Pretty sure these XKRs make like 360 horsepower maybe, somewhere around there, which is damn good for 2000s, early 2000s. And I think the Countach probably made 300 and something at the end of its lifespan. I don't know. I may be completely wrong. I don't have Google up, or I mean I could look at Google to see, but I'm currently racing, so that's not quite going to work out. Also, you may have just noticed on the kudos there, as I passed the lap marker, there was a thing for kudos for my percentage of being on the racing line. I think it was 74%. So yeah, when you go around a lap, it doesn't just give you like a clean section kudo bonus or you know, clean lap or whatever. Ooh, rapid. I don't know what rapid means, but I did it. Uh, I completely lost my train of thought because of the rapid thing. Yeah, it actually tracks your racing line throughout the entire lap as well, which is pretty cool. Just another way to get kudos, which I definitely appreciate. I can't remember if I actually had everything unlocked by the end of my last playthrough of this game. I feel like maybe not, because I feel like getting the most amount of kudos, you're going to have to do like hard difficulty and stuff. Although I don't know, because you get more credits. You don't get more kudos. So, I don't know. Anyways, first place. Oh, damn. Oh, wait, it's actually telling me my total. I thought that was a bonus amount of kudos, because it said like 14,000 last time. Not right. Anyways. I didn't take a thumbnail picture. Man, I'm pretty good at this, aren't I? I literally have a photo mode at my disposal, and I forget to use it. And there we go. We completed the championship, so I get 70,000. Okay, maybe we will be buying a new car. Hot diggity damn. New championships unlocked. Earn some badges. ×5 combo. First trophy. Complete a championship in manual. And that appears to be it. So, now we have a silver medal, or silver trophy, for completing that first one. And next episode, we'll move on to the next one, which is still in London, apparently. Whatever. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.